Oh boy, you're in for a real treat, everybody! Look at that monster there.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, or whenever you're watching this. Jesus Christ, hi, I'm Chris.
Dave. I am Brett. Allison Court, real quick, by the way, that is the voice of Claire Redfield in Resident Evil 2.
How appropriate that there is start with a video game homage.
Yeah.
This is ahead of its time. It is. What is this, like 86? This is 30 years old as of this recording, and I don't know, man. I've explained that story 1,000 times. My dad had a friend who owned a video store, but he only believed in Betamax, had a very few VHSs. This was one of them. I rented this pretty much every weekend. My parents would not allow me to have this toy, so I just fell in love with this and watched it every weekend. And to go to sleep, I would envision every single line in my head. I would watch this movie in my head to go to sleep. Dave, you've never seen this?
No.
Brett, you definitely saw it.
I definitely did
garbage
see
toys
this.
either.
You never garbage toys. Look at the quality of this.
Literally
This is a
looks-
30-year-old toy. Like there's some chafing on his
Yeah,
hands.
no, we talked about it. I mean, this is especially for the patrons on patreon.com/lasertime.
Get this first, baby.
You get it first, but this blue goo she has. As a kid, I was always like, when she pours it into somebody pours it into a potted plant.
I'm sure your readers will love it.
And I don't know, something about that always grossed me out.
Dude, that is such a vivid memory, actually.
Do they not own mirrors?
Not in the kitchen. Jesus, what is she doing? But yeah, so
Romulan ale, honey.
yeah, it looks like the blue milk that they drank in Star Wars. But yeah, this is an interesting phenomenon where there was a toy, this guy, that begat a live-action movie where a kid will become. That's Claire
He
Redfield.
becomes him.
right?
There's another cartoon where this is just a character.
Yeah,
in a world of monsters.
It's as if Alf was a show about a boy who became an alien, and then there was a cartoon where
Yeah.
the alien had adventures himself.
Yeah, the cartoon
There,
is
that stuck with me for so
Me
long.
too.
Monster Exic.
yeah, just like it's a perfect example of like the toy came first and like, well, what's the story? Who cares?
Yeah.
Dick nose fangs, orange handcuffs. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Let's get this on the toy shelves.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
This
this
nerd.
dumbass nerd.
Is that David's brother from Flight of the Navigator?
Oh, is it?
More like retarded. Which I only say because it's in a Disney movie.
Yeah,
My favorite Disney
Allison
movie.
Court was also in a Madball special. Again, was Claire Redfield in every appearance Claire had except for Revelations 2,
What I thought,
which is the most recent instance of her. By
the
the
team
way.
who made this isn't notable for all that much else, but like voiceover work. Like all these people are prominent in the voiceover industry.
I can see that.
I think maybe the Beetlejuice cartoon. So again, on our Facebook, we got a great video up of the intro to that. So
I
beautiful.
always wanted to have it
Boing.
a fence that I could run through like that.
Oh, totally. Like a Pee-wee's Playhouse
Yeah.
secret exit. We never should have built that for him. I mean, what's the point of a fence, really?
Denim jacket. I had a satin jacket, like
Every
satin
show
jacket,
has
that
like
color blue.
moms and curlers, and you never see like the end result of having the curlers in their hair. It's like, maybe it's like a safety thing where it's like, if I never take the curlers out,
That's why,
I
like,
never have to face my hair.
I'm so
God, this
pissed.
kid sucks. I'm so glad I'm not him.
Where are they
And
going?
I
Is that the
never
way?
had-
Is that the best way to school?
Never had a friend this lame.
Do you remember what turns him into the monster? B, side question.
No.
And then what makes him turn into the monster? Because it's really stupid. It is expertly
I actually
stupid.
don't remember at all. Does he get bitten by a monster at a
That is a valid theory.
water treatment plant?
That is a valid theory. I guarantee they were filming this movie and deciding at the last minute which one of those to do. He gets bit by a radioactive doll.
What that bus could.
Why is the bus parked in the middle of the schoolyard?
First of all, that bus could clearly see him, and his sister just got on the bus.
He gets a standing ovation. This kid isn't as nerdy as we thought.
And also,
Ah.
the physical exertion it took to get to that bus, they probably just could have walked to school and.
Oh, that's right. They're at the school going to a museum. This should give you some insight into the org.
Tim Gunn, everybody. Here to tell you about Project Runway.
Dr. Lewis. Dr. Lewis.
Later, we're going to have you tell us two old white guys apart. Most of you will fail.
You donated $10,000 to making this movie. You get to be in it. Congratulations.
All of these children are $1 million donors.
We could turn them all into monsters.
Think of the monster demographic. They'll buy anything. They eat and buy for two.
They want to tear down the museum to build a mini mall.
No, Snyder.
That's the youngest old man I've ever seen. Nice Hawaiian shirt, loser.
I do,
He's
but
the
you know
most
what?
fashionable person. What is?
R.I.P. Harambe.
How'd they know?
They just knew, man. The world sensed it. We've been ill at ease. Since
Maybe
we knew it was
that
coming.
kid grew up to be the guy who pulled the trigger.
Monster butter and jelly.
Oh, this is a hoagie-free zone. The ancient Egyptians couldn't eat hoagies, and now they can eat.
But also, what kind of idiot kid eats a sandwich in the middle of a museum?
Yeah,
like,
for real. These...
He's gonna get it all over the Mona Lisa.
Just want to point out that's a spoiled kid sandwich. It had like 18. Look at that. Look at all the ingredients in that
Wow,
sandwich.
man.
What are you so disgusted at? I want this guy to die.
meat and cheese, man. Like anything else on a sandwich in school, you're gonna get beat up. Arugula sprouts.
I accuse Henry of it now, but I was guilty of it. I wanted all my food to look like it did in cartoons. So
Yeah.
cheeseburger, bun, burger, cheese. That's all I want to see.
Oh, I remember these little statues.
Ooh, how fortuitous.
Ooh.
Ooh-wee. Monster in my pocket. Not in my pocket. That's a different
We already
stream.
did that stream. Look at these dumb statues. God, let him eat an apple, for Christ's sake. Also, why do you have to eat the apple now?
Yeah.
Come on.
Like that little blood sugar.
Barley.
Didn't you say you memorized this movie?
It's very. But you know when you memorize something at this young an age and you haven't seen it for 30 years and you try and watch it, vague spurts
Yeah.
come in and out. But like it is, this feels like deja vu. It feels like a movie I wrote and made, and someone went and made it for me.
That is like when I watched Godzilla 1985, because I probably went a decade or so without seeing it at all. And then when I saw it again, I was like, did I make this?
When those two grow up, they're gonna be in hard bodies. For some other
I
sex
get this
round.
guy in shot. This is a drunken eBay purchase,
you
and
know
if
how
I
to
get it
hold
on if I get it on a video, then I
That
can
is not a
it's
baby.
tax right
'cause,
off. It's a set dressing and a business
look,
expense.
IRS, he did it.
My parents would never buy me this. I would go over to other people's house and play with this thing.
And make out with it. You can't do that though, by the way. His mouth is not conducive to it.
I should be more careful with it. I slept with it the first night I had it, but this is
Whoa.
an eBay purchase, so like, who knows where it's been for the last 3 decades.
You work quickly.
Well, I think he was.
You just have to take out your pet monster a few times.
He
before
was
you
packed.
Go to bed
He
with
was
it.
packed in enough styrofoam, I'm sure that
But
any germs on him have long since died.
it does seem like that. If you look at it, this
Doesn't
wasn't
look
out and about.
filthy.
Well, no, it doesn't.
Because that's all worn. Like that's.
Yeah, but that's not filthy. That's deterioration. We're not even paying attention to the movie.
Who cares? Nice
But I
shirt,
still
kid.
love how like they pre-expected this to be a phenomenon, and yet had no idea what kind of phenomenon they wanted it to be.
Yeah, because in addition to the toy itself, the animated series, and then this, there's also those storybook videos where
Totally different.
another completely different canon. Like, why would you put a sunroof where the sun can slowly?
It could rain on that thing.
And whoa! So the answer was lightning, a talisman, the form of a statue. So you're gonna put effects in here?
science.
Are you an X-ray monster?
Whoa!
It's
All right,
you.
so already.
And he looks much worse than the toy, by the way.
He does. Oh, it's excruciating. Because this toy, this design, I
That's
love
great.
it. It's so intentionally ugly. And if you look on the box, it is the toy. Or it is
It's the
toy.
toy
So
busting out
The
of the
boy has
t-
been turned into the pet monster, but like he's not a pet monster.
not a
He's a
pet.
person who
No.
has been turned into
That's why
a monster.
This makes no sense at all.
He's also not always the monster. He's a childhood Hulk.
Yeah.
But this is cheesy. This is cornball.
Why do you
This is
think-
low production values. Not written very well.
It would have taken the exact same production values to make it so that thing turns alive into my pet monster.
Ah!
Then they take it home and it is their pet monster.
Yeah.
Boy.
My parents aren't gonna like this.
Oh, Zazing!
So those are all like radio electronics. Not an actual movement of a puppeteer. It's like a kid or a midget in a suit. And someone's
yeah.
activating on the side. But what I really hate is his eyebrows.
Police, get the SWAT team down here
Can you hear the
immediately.
clacking of it?
Hi.
No, it's ADR to all fuck.
Yeah.
Former boy.
That's my simple
So strange.
It's so weird to hear like cartoon kind of musical cues in a live action thing.
I will say
Bum,
this
bum.
is shot and acted like an earnest movie.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was looking at this and I'm thinking, obviously this doesn't hold up. No one would want to watch this now. Is this what straight to Netflix content will look like in 10 years? When
I'm
I watch,
thinking straight to Crackle.
I watched the Pee Wee movie, man. It looks cheap. Does not look as expensive and lavish
that's
as a
a
normal
full-length
movie.
but like things like Black Mirror look good.
No, for
Or
sure.
that-
But
okay.
like they're movies, the Adam Sandler movies.
Oh yeah.
Great.
I'm sure the kid stuff on.
The fucking the James Franco Hulu series, like that also looks like Super cheap. We
yeah.
shot this with the cheapest available cameras.
Mr. Blair.
Very little color correction.
Wow, Tony Blair.
How'd they
Prime Minister.
Oh no.
Everyone's got to start somewhere.
No, nothing serious.
God, I keep thinking this dude is somebody else I can't
Calm
place.
down.
Those eyebrows, man. I can see, like moving from
And come look
three-quarter
at us.
view.
This kid moves like Barney.
Like a blue Ed Asner. You want to hold him, Nelson? Is that it?
Uh,
Why don't you hold him for a little
his
bit?
eyebrows, like, doesn't have the big eyebrows.
No, they're just purple.
Nurse.
They
will see
gave
that
him
they get
those so
home
he could
safely.
emote more, I
You
guess.
hear that? You're right.
It's like
Snyder.
you didn't have to get the origin story right, but why not the colors? Wouldn't the monster look so much cooler with like a little more vibrant neon?
Bright ass everything.
Oh, great. Now what do we do?
His dick nose
Snyder's
is
gonna
hitting the
come
mic.
back here and put me in a zoo where people will poke me with sticks and feed me day-old bread. Why me?
Yeah, he's
Oh.
got super strength.
The table.
You've got monster powers.
Wait a minute,
You heard Snyder from all the way up here, didn't you? How this?
You need this.
Have you heard of ECW?
Backyard wrestling?
What am I, Hulk Hogan? It's law.
Whoa! There you go.
You weren't gonna bring the wrestling references. The movie will.
What am I gonna do? Noted racist Hulk Hogan?
I could get to
Hot
like
cold
this.
pets and cold hot monsters right now in the projection booth.
Oh boy, that's the sign we put up today.
Uh-oh.
And here's the Kmart section.
It's the
I
China
sure
collection.
hope. Yeah, I sure hope that the monster doesn't break anything in the plate section.
The plate section of the museum. That's the most boring grandma shit I can think of.
And this is Chekhov's.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Chekhov slapstick.
Dudley Moore, what are you doing here?
It's like Chekhov's artifact. If a delicate thing is shown on camera while a lumbering oaf is off screen.
Now, do you think that guy, bald guy, at any point will A, fall in a trash can, B, get hit with a pie,
Yeah. Fall in a pool.
dumpster maybe?
Wedgie.
So
like,
over under is he's gonna fall into something.
oh, he's gonna fall into something. There you go. Why would you do that as a human kid?
It took like 5 minutes to telegraph that.
I do want to give him stopping his tracks there. It's pretty good.
Man, nice Flintstone sound effects.
Whoa. Yeah, this terrible.
Here's our insensitive Indian tent.
Is she
Boy.
inviting him into the tent? That's there's a monster party.
Well, they're brother and sisters. So
Oh, they are.
I hope not.
Well, he's a monster now.
that's
so-
true. Who knows what that blood is inside?
Yeah.
I tried to do research on the film, and like, this person went on to nobody went on to anything. The company practically shuttered.
That's what I'd say. Allison Court's probably the
Yeah.
most famous person.
Big comfy
from the-
couch. Other things?
It was just made by like a little unit who did a couple of things in the 80s.
Lives in that teepee.
Da-na-na. And the 50s music, because again, Dave, you were mentioning this happens a lot in 30-20-10, where the 80s are full of people remembering the 50s.
Yeah.
Like Stand By Me, Peggy Sue Got Married. And so
It's
a lot
just
of
like
that
what we're
80s
seeing on television, on movies now. Like people our age being nostalgic for.
It's been-
Uh-oh. Oh my God.
I'm Max Smith.
Who the hell are you?
Buy my book.
I'm Max Smith. Former boy.
I'm Max Smith, most generic name in the 80s.
Well, we sat through the Ernest family album, so I feel like we can sit through this.
Yeah, I tried to find as much information as I could on it. It came from High Tops Entertainment, which
Yeah,
is a
I-
logo I'm familiar
I
with.
remember the logo.
Park Street
Um,
School.
But this is also like the doll is from American Greetings, and if you want to know why they released the product this way, American Greetings also brought the world what?
That
Care
monster
Bears.
Care Bears.
Ah.
Care Bears. The product first, and then the story, and then the license, and then the
I'll
voices.
be waiting.
And yeah, not that it changed things in a good way, but Care Bears changed fucking everything.
Oh, love
Just
that
because
song.
he's back home doesn't mean
Right?
Snyder won't come looking for him.
Is she cosplaying as April O'Neil?
Ah, in mom jeans.
They've always said I could come to them with a
The
problem.
cartoon's only a year away, I think.
Oh, what am I,
Yeah, I
crazy?
really wanted to
They
love that
probably locked me in
cartoon,
my room forever.
but only got one season. And
I'm
that's
in Ninja Turtles.
oh,
Besides, I'm back
But
tomorrow, and there's nothing that's gonna change.
I don't remember watching this cartoon much at all either. Like,
well, I
maybe
remember
once.
seeing like a preview. I'm like, oh
Maybe I have a way
shit,
to
the
change
world
it
has
back.
changed. There's a My Pet Monster cartoon coming up, and one of those things as a little kid, like,
When?
when, where,
Yeah.
run a promo.
I like
It's not in the TV guide. I look every
Yeah.
week and I can't find it.
Well,
I also love, again, like, all the gross-out toys of the 80s. Like, even the logo has slime all over it.
Yeah.
And again, like, Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Double Dare logo. Like, all this stuff had, like, goofy, gross stuff.
People were pointing out to me there's a few modern gross toys. There's something new, and it's really stupid, but also really awesome, called Groceries. And they're small food items that are all kind of gross or mutated.
That's fun.
It is. It's the definition of fine. I would like more.
When you were kids, did you get angry when characters who were even dorkier than you got like these amazing opportunities?
Yeah.
Like this kid getting to be My Pet Monster,
Yes.
Bastion getting to be,
Yes.
yeah, like,
Wiener kids getting
yeah.
the opportunity of a lifetime.
I think
Yeah.
it's just because stumbled onto a laser time
yeah,
idea.
the Blue Ranger in the second Power Rangers movie. It's like,
Oh, the kid, yeah.
yeah, it's like I
One of
should
the-
be getting these opportunities.
One of the first things I ever wrote, and maybe never published, was about the Michael Broderick movie, The Freshman, where his new father-in-law is Marlon Brando as literally the Godfather, and he's like, I can't be associated. Like, you're allowed to be invited into organized crime, and you're bitching about it. Like, I have to go to college. I hate this idea. I want to be a mafia man.
Comfortable?
I want to go shake down people.
Yeah. I want to bust kneecaps, thump skulls.
What's he reading?
It happened again.
New reader.
No kidding.
Uh-oh.
So,
Nice.
Huey Lewis in the news.
I put on the hottest 50s jams.
Just kidding.
He is gonna murder Candice Bergen here.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Another article on Tippy. They say she's the favorite twin world
Nothing
dog
happens.
I think
This
that
time.
dog's going to get eaten or shit on, or...
You like dogs, eh? Well, I got one on my pants.
Must be for you. Tippy's such a wonderful dog with a wonderful mistress.
Dude,
I mean,
Is that the music he put on?
really is softcore 80s porn music.
I mean, if this was in a Pilot Wings game, I'd be down, but, like, to... Nice.
That dog
I
is.
don't think they're
dick.
taking this very seriously.
Big
though.
time dead.
What's that?
So is that pet monster.
Do you think you could find...
It's Tippy.
Get rid of
Chris, do you think you could find where
What?
this
Go away, Tippy. Shoot.
costume ended up?
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
And
Better
become-
people on the internet than me have tried, but I also think when you research on the internet,
Yeah.
it's always to the extent of what you can Google, and you kind of find a human being involved with the production. Like, just send them an email,
Maybe.
ask them.
Oh, believe me, as someone who was able to
I wanna
track
do it
down the
more.
person who made all the Weather Channel music that I love and have conversed with him on
Yeah.
email, is like, wow, I can't believe this has happened. So
Here, Tippy.
let's find the director. Let's have him on the show.
Rod's got a nice bone to pick with.
Celebrate the man.
That's a really athletic dog.
Furball's gonna bring the whole house up here.
And Chris, you got to look at Facebook. You
I'm-
can't even go 45 minutes watching the thing for our
I
patrons.
needed to see if something published.
What's this dog yipping about?
Tippy, be reasonable.
I'm wondering what's going to happen to this dog. Dead. Please tell me the dog's dead.
Forever.
They had to sacrifice a dog for it.
Why would you out yourself like that? Like, what is the logic of this monster makes no sense. Like, is he trying to hide? Because he
Well-
keeps coming out in very, very public in the middle of the museum.
He doesn't know yet what turns him into the monster.
But he was already the monster. Went to the door to yell at both of them.
He's very brave to come out as a monster.
And then
God.
he was a monster in the museum, and then
Okay.
they both walked out.
He's a kid. He's not going to be great at protecting his secret identity. B, it's 2016, man. Even the Marvel characters won't have secret identities anymore.
This is 1986.
Yeah,
And now he's got to hide. Why? Why do you have to hide from this person? Why is this important?
You scared Tippy half to death.
Man, the monster has like a real fat guy belly button.
Her arm is ruined.
I can explain.
Nice space shuttle.
Say that as a person who's growing one.
Oh, that's my sister Melanie.
I don't know where that came. Did your room have pictures of space shuttles and like fucking Porsches in it? Like, I just would obtain them. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll put that up. I don't know how else to decorate my room.
I had a Lamborghini clock that I think was just like because someone bought it. Like boys like cars, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really care, but I guess.
It looks sort of cool.
Yeah, it's like
With a
that's kind of neat.
Turbo Teen mask. I would prefer that car.
Yeah.
Tippy, mommy, coming.
Jesus.
And that's the last we saw of her until she was Susan on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
But what about my future?
Max, you stay there. Stay.
Thanks, Rod.
Rod.
Stay, Max.
I don't believe this.
Charlie Brown. Can't
I
stand.
Oh, rats.
Look what you've done to my dog. She's wilted. I can't show her like this.
Don't worry about it, Stephanie. I'll fix her. Little brush here, a little gel there. She'll be dog show caliber in no time.
Gel, it's
right?
the 80s. Moose it, bitch.
Totally ridiculous.
Talking to the dog.
Tippy can only be groomed
And
by
the guy.
Raoul.
Raoul.
There's just an
Tippy's hairstyle.
open opportunity to call that dog a bitch.
Oh my god, are we gonna meet the dog's hairstylist in a My Pet Monster movie?
I hope so. I would really like to see a 1986 era gay
Yeah.
stereotype.
My
right
name's
about now.
Raoul.
I think monsters are such interesting creatures.
Won't you, Rod?
No problem. My treat. La Maison du Chien. That's on Fairfax, isn't it?
So you're gonna trust the guy to
Yeah.
handle your prized dog, like, I'm sorry, Chris, this movie doesn't hold up. The internal logic of like why people do things in this movie doesn't make any sense.
Well, what you don't understand is that they're only cleared to shoot in this house. And so, Popples!
No! Dad, can we talk?
Like again, like time to go outside.
I turned into a monster and I like men now. Dad is a milkman mechanic.
This isn't gonna
Yes,
be
I do a lot of mechanic work in my
Stark white suit.
dark white house.
When you really want to crawl inside an engine.
It's very reminiscent of the Cats in the Cradle.
No, Dad, really.
Little boy blue, my son's a monster.
Look!
Coming out is really hard, people. I don't want to.
Oh, you're much worse now.
Yeah.
Did I miss something?
Oh, you're still awful, son.
See,
But
Dick
I
Van
was
Dyke.
a monster, Dad, honest.
Don't mind him, Dad. He hasn't been himself lately.
All kids are monsters, and I never wanted any of you.
Maybe he's like a Vinnie Jones that time traveled and gained weight.
I thought we promised to keep this to ourselves.
Okay, but what are we gonna do?
Look, right now we have a bigger
Barf.
problem on our hands.
What?
You're jostling that dog too much.
Again, if you haven't heard me crow about it enough on 30-2010, Care Bears was kind of the first. Care Bears movie was kind of the first cartoon to unseat the Disney dynasty. We can make a cheap cartoon very fast and make Disney money. Nobody had done that before. It cost everybody a lot of money to make cartoons, and most people were out of the business, including Disney, by 1986. But American Greetings, I'm betting on that. The success of the January release of Care Bears the movie was like, dude, let's make our own fucking movies. Let's stop waiting for someone to license stuff.
Are you hungry again?
It's not a bad thing, even though you end up with stuff like the Ratchet and Clank
Something
movie.
to do with food.
And the GoBots movie. And
I don't wanna be
That's
a monster.
fucking abysmal.
whereas the Transformers movie's like the opposite, where they're like, we're gonna spend a bunch of money and make a really well animated thing, and then it still won't make any money. So, nice car, dork. That might be a nice car. I don't know. Grim, Grim,
I want to run
Well,
this
that Jeep
Mr.
that they're
Bean
driving is
motherfucker
pretty
off the
sick.
road.
bartender.
84 pulses.
I imported a car from England to look like more of a tool.
At first opportunity.
I keep thinking this is God. I won't remember his name. Some
Commercial break. Oh!
comedy.
Check out these prices.
Who had a political show?
Number
Comedian.
one in canine care.
In the 80s?
No, probably
$350
late
for a
90s to
sample.
now.
Bill Maher?
Maybe it's Bill Maher. Is that? Does he look like Bill Maher? Does he give you
A little bit, yes.
Bill Maher. That must be who I keep thinking of.
Stuffy asshole. I fucking
Buy
hate him.
number 2 in canine care.
Stephanie's not gonna
Guy
like
wouldn't know
this.
to bog down and hit him in the ass.
Man, they filmed this in New York?
Stephanie does
No, probably like upstate?
Yes, yeah.
Pete and Pete Wellsville
Whoa!
area?
Whoa,
KKK.
KKK.
Whoops-a-days. They went to all the trouble of putting a marker to that sign.
Steve Buscemi's the dog care expert.
I'm the slob.
Why did we ever go into this business anyway?
God, I hear Bulk and Skull music right now.
Okay, boy. More such time.
What the fuck kind of dog is that?
Gosh, I hope I get to wipe this dog down.
You know, there,
Kidnap this dog will make all the money.
there really are no stakes in this
I'm
town.
sick of dogs. Yeah.
Been trying to milk this dog all day. Nothing's
We
happening.
made this haircutting business in order to steal dogs secretly.
Pedigree dog champion 3 times running. Oh, a hound
Dog's
like
overpushed.
that could win us enough dough to do anything we ever dreamed.
Incorrect.
Wow, how
we
much
have
you
very
make
low
for
scale dreams.
Move
How much
Imagine
do you make for getting-
supersizing your food, topping off your gas tank.
Oh, that'd be living.
How much do you make for winning a dog competition?
Dude, if it's more than $100,
Yeah.
I'm calling the government.
Even Westminster has to be like maybe 5 figures if you're lucky, but probably not.
Carl's cutting curls. Nice.
We get it. You hate black people.
No glitz, no glamour, just fast food service.
KKK, come on.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
a,
dog
on,
lives
Ruby.
matter.
you knew what you were doing.
Wait a minute, Rod.
So it was my understanding he becomes the monster. I don't know if the movie said this when he's hungry.
That's what
Ah.
changes Max into a monster. You think so? Sure. And the warning signs are stomach growls.
There you go.
You better get off the street, quick, one.
We'll meet you
Yeah,
back
because
home.
then people
Why
will
doesn't
know.
he just eat?
McDonald's was still serving breakfast. Where else was there?
It's gonna happen. Click. It's gonna happen.
Fucking eat!
Uh-oh.
Note to Pocket Rocker.
There's no. I'll describe it to you. The kid. Oh, he's turned into a monster.
Becoming a Sith Lord.
Hi, kids. We're home early.
He's no longer a kid now. He's totally a
Really?
monster. Believe me.
Would
It's
that have
your
held up
cousin.
in '86, like the audio recording of the transformation? Here's my proof.
Yeah, it's just crackling noise and like.
It's your cousin Marvin. Marvin Pet Monster.
I bite.
You know that new monster you've been looking for? Well, listen to this.
Whoa!
Oh.
So that's like the second time. I don't know how long this has been, but they established that the monster has any powers other than looking weird. It can crush a table.
And
it
that
can
guy
jump
has
high.
no upper body strength whatsoever.
No.
But this is the Ernest DVD music.
Get away that.
Out of the way, you blue-collar shithead.
Literally the one other person in like a 5-mile radius.
Yeah.
Just pumped him up.
Pig slop dumping it in.
Hey, there's the monster! Somebody, stop the monster!
What?
What the?
fell in a dumpster. We predicted
Whoa!
Ugh.
Jesus.
A jizz-filled dumpster.
This truck is scheduled for Antarctica. That's great.
Had that truck not been there, he would have fallen to his death in this stupid little hunt.
How did you get out of your cage? Come on, get
These furries are ruining the neighborhood.
lunchtime. Yeah, we got you.
I can totally identify a dog. I'm a human,
Yeah.
a regular human man.
Yes, that bipedal blue dog.
You know, blue dog with the horns and grunts like a human.
That dog is out there.
And he's also super strong. So, like, if you wanted to get out of this, every aspect of this is irrelevant. Like, when he decides to use powers and out himself is all over the place.
I'll say it now that we're in the middle. This film always was and still is a waste of all of your time.
This door, the front.
But this might have been the first movie I ever loved. Like that was made in my lifetime.
I think by the
Kids are
time this
idiots.
came out, I'd seen Transformers the movie, so I was definitely all up in that.
They were within a few months of one another.
Yeah, I'd probably seen Godzilla 1985 by now.
I had this pegged at September, but I'm still not sure.
Out of this dive.
But that's dog napping.
Stuart. Why don't you
These pictures of dogs in here as
Yeah.
if they need motivation. You know what I love?
and get out here?
Cleaning dogs. I mean, hate cleaning dogs. I hate it.
Dog was naked. I should have waited.
Ah, the best invisible dog we have.
Ma'am.
A snuff film studio.
Where are you? Over here.
Where are you?
What are you doing in there?
I can't identify through all the clear cages the giant human-sized blue monster. But then, even if they're gonna kidnap this dog, it's
Oh, she's
like,
gonna act fancy.
Dong. Anybody dong? Dong dong.
sir.
All right.
Hey, you fucking hide.
Wheels or something?
I came to pick up my dog.
Miming a cigarette. Tobacco wins again.
Will you fetch him for me, please?
You keeping no records of any kind. Am I correct?
Yes.
Oh, he's about that high. Big eyes.
Oh, yeah. Escape
For dog nappers, not too smart.
A production with even a slightly higher budget would have dressed her up in something fancy to convey this, not just her yellow. This.
Thank you very much.
I would love to talk to someone behind this production.
Well, you sure sound fancy. Okay.
I'm stupid or something.
You busted.
Fuck you, pay me.
$5.
Jesus, I miss the 80s prices. How much would it cost to groom a dog where we live right now?
Tab, did she have one? I've been bamboozled by this girl.
You know, when pet stores have tabs.
Yeah, I'm in here a lot.
Look, give me another cat.
And we're close, too. Why not? Like,
hey, remember the blue dog owes us $5?
God, it's so dumb.
Just give me one more cat, put on my tab, I store up here tomorrow.
But so they still have the fancy dog, and it's like, if we steal the fancy dog,
Yes.
We'll be millionaires.
Gee, who do you think stole the fancy dog? Could it be the dog cleaners that we went to and have a record of? Like, the dog is, you should not,
Tell me about
you should steal the dog after you've returned them and be like, your dog's clean and looks great, and then you steal them at night because now you have their address.
Look,
At least it's not in your building. Sorry, ma'am, I don't know where your
you
dog
poke
is.
around enough,
that
you're
we're
going to
not
find
gonna
some
meet Raoul.
flaws.
just like that.
It's every aspect of this.
I'm really sad that we might not meet Raoul in this movie.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I mean, I'll say, as a kid, I did watch this a lot, so I did enjoy
I
this.
watched this a ton, man.
And I
It's-
enjoyed the figure, the toy.
There's like 3 films I would like watch and then rewind and watch again.
I was wondering why the box right up there has the toy when there's a different version in the movie, but the movie version looks like shit.
But you know they tried to
What the
assimilate
fuck?
that version. They tried to get there.
This is where all their wardrobe budget went.
Having worked in games, I just like the idea of this movie's budget is insane. This marketing budget is way higher than your movie budget. You could just make a movie if you wanted to market a toy, and I think someone did here in this case.
Tomorrow, I swear. Come on.
How does gas work?
Now
That's
what do we
offensive.
do? Push?
I'm so sleepy.
Oh, I thought it was an Asian stereotype.
Oh, my bad. Neener, neener, neat, 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 neat.
No Tiki, no monster.
Jesus Christ. That is a petty man. He got outsmarted by his little sister.
And try and keep up this time.
Just watch me.
Do you think he's gonna?
Oh, yeah!
He's gonna say he's gonna Kool-Aid man through this. The answer was no.
What is this guy doing now?
I'm here to pick up my dog. God damn it!
Not here.
Where's Max?
He's hiding around the corner. The place closed early. It's locked.
Go in the back way.
What are you?
Break in.
Put it out here.
That's a terrible lesson
And
to
if
tell
you're
a
not
kid.
back in 5 minutes.
The front door's locked to an establishment. Go around back.
Go in the back way, like I plan
They'll
on doing with that
appreciate your
girl later.
tenacity.
And breaking and entering.
Thanks. I'm getting real good at doors.
Is this just their old house dressed up to be like a dog groomer's?
So is dog napping. Come on.
Now I have a record.
Sure is dark in here.
I can't
That's
even
how
see.
you.
People, maybe.
Can't even see the B
Not
plot.
Zombie.
Is there a B plot?
The dog.
But what's the A plot?
Get it?
The monster.
He's not here.
What about him?
Look at
How to turn him back.
Are they trying to figure that out?
No, I think they're trying to solve the mystery of the dog
If
nappers.
he eats healthily for the rest of his life, he's fine.
Did you know there's some dipshit like, yeah, we could spin this in the whole series where the monster solves crimes.
Wait a minute.
With his
Holland.
keen dick nose for detail.
Do they? I can't remember. Do they go back and the other statues become monsters too?
No, because it did look like another set of the
Yeah,
toys.
and I thought there might have been more.
Which could put a
monsters.
timeline on this. Maybe this was made before that was released.
Stay, Max.
Let her go, you
But I have to
freak.
imagine that was pretty expensive for an 80s toy. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah,
big
yeah.
and
It's
well
big
made.
and well made, and has hard plastic with plush and filling and corduroy stomach.
I want.
I can't think of another like a wrestling buddy's almost that size, but it's like that's like 2 pieces of material stuffed with fluff.
Yeah, it's like a My Buddy or
Wherever he go,
Kid sister.
he goes.
sister. You're stronger than everyone in the room. Like
Oh,
push him
wait.
down.
No, I
Did they have those handcuffs in the dog shop?
to actually witness my life's work standing
Stop
there.
imprisoning yourself.
Alert to Amateur Productions.
I'm touched.
It might be that
What are you gonna
plush.
do with us?
First, I plan to transport you back to my lab. There, I will videotape your every move
I'm so free now.
for my record.
I can ride a bike again.
60 news.
Wow.
Oh,
Would those- how would those be used on dogs?
I think
Are you
it's-
chaining 2 dogs together by their necks?
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be like 2 giant collars. But yeah, why you would chain two dogs
If
together.
you want to do like a Knuckles chaotic situation with 2 dogs.
And I know that's what they wanted to do.
It's got the chains, the canonical chains. This on eBay is much more expensive if you get it with the chains. The My Pet Monster, the distinguishing My Pet Monster collector needs the
It's
orange
true.
chains.
If you're gonna go to the trouble of buying it, you should get the chain.
Which is why my friend made me buy this drunkenly, like, treat yourself, man, because we found one for like $80 less than the going price on eBay.
That's what happened with my Rondo of Blood. I was ready to pay more, and then happy accident saw one that was $80 less than what I expected.
Whoa! Again, canonical because these were breakaway chains. Let's see where that's the only flaw in this purchase. The chain is a little broken. Because the orange chains you could snap together and break apart.
We're dead.
Well, if you become the monster by starving, try sitting in a cage overnight.
But it's not clear why he unbecame the monster. Like,
it isn't.
Is it because he's nervous
Maybe that's a
or
timer?
scared, or he's out of monster juice? Wouldn't that burn a lot of calories? Wouldn't he die?
Yeah, if you become the monster when you're hungry, like the Hulk gets unmad. If the monster never eats, he should constantly be hungry.
Where's Tippy? What are you guys doing in there?
Ooh, I smell blackmail.
Just get us out and we'll fill you in.
I'm sorry, Stephanie. There's nothing I could
If I let
do.
you out, you got to pick my stocks for 2 weeks.
Right.
Yes, I changed
You
into
gotta
my
do all my coke.
I changed into my yacht club owner outfit for the
No
evening.
problem. Tippy and I'll meet you there in the morning.
Yeah, it's this new thing. They're called slap bracelets.
Go.
This guy's like Alex Z. Keaton.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Did you
Now
hear
I'm
that?
starving.
Every spineless word.
Couldn't tell her the truth.
Why don't I look forwards?
Not before she.
Where have the parents been the whole time?
Making Romulan ale?
I think they're swingers.
Working
So
on a bar.
they're busy.
At a key party.
Yeah, they're busy.
Whoa, they had squirt bottles back then? I thought those were like
A modern invention?
well, not modern, but like
we can't even get into
post
the
80s.
That's like the only people who use
have a
glass
dog.
ketchup bottles are restaurants who we refill it with a giant, disgusting bucket of ketchup every time they're empty.
They could do the same thing with
And
squirt
in
bottles.
terms of one of those inventions, like, I can't believe humanity was that stupid they never thought of this. The upside-down squeeze ketchup bottle
Yeah.
that sits on its spout. Why did that take so long? That is such an easy fix that none of us thought
Oh,
of.
here's $1 million dog show.
Yep, here's where all the budget went. $500.
And you know all these dog owners were just like psyched as shit that their dogs.
Whoa, is that an actual Puppy Chow sponsorship? That's gonna cost you.
Now I gotta buy a Pet Monster and Puppy Chow?
You're my ticket out of here.
I bought everything
Yes.
the billboard told me to buy.
Dave, do you know what?
Dog dead,
Oh,
dog dead, dog
all
dead.
these dogs.
I was wondering when that was
Holy
coming.
Christ.
You can't bring Harambe to the Westminster Dog Show.
Don't say that. Stephanie,
No one
Hey,
noticed.
people actually changed clothes for once in this movie. It's weird to see everyone in new
let's
clothes.
split up.
And no one notices the giant blue thing talked, or that there is a giant blue thing.
So, like, a lot of this was familiar to me. This is, like, all
The
gone.
fault's mine. Excuse me.
You the bad guy?
I know.
What?
It looks-
Why?
I told
like
you you'd
what?
be able to tell them apart later.
He looks like he's. Wait, it is? Or is it?
That's
Really?
we
I
will
love
never
you too.
know. Jesus.
Stop! Stop! Yarf.
This guy is like getting paralegal Reinhold.
Yeah.
Twice if you can hear me.
What's McKenzie?
Holy shit, look at that fucking tangerine-suited idiot in the back.
Wow. Sign
That
me up for
rules.
that.
Tippy,
Tippy!
where are you?
I'm on to the mill.
You sure it's them?
Are you kidding? I'd recognize Stu's cheap cologne anywhere. It's the same stuff we got
Rocket
now
Pops.
for Christmas.
Oh,
Space
yum.
sickle.
Those still taste so good. I want one right now. We're dating now.
Stephanie.
Hey, get a load of this fucking weirdo.
Where's Tippy, Rod?
Tippy?
Yeah, her poodle. Where is he? She.
Oh, well.
All poodles are
gone.
she's.
Yeah, Tippy is being weighed in right now.
Wait in.
Wade in.
Wait in?
You know how those judges are. Picky, picky, picky. I'll tell
We've
you,
never been to a dog show before, so we don't know how this process
Okay.
works.
We're not
Despite
sure-
the fact that the dog won already in a prior contest to get its photo taken, so it would be
Oh my goodness.
I think the dog wants to change to the cruiserweight division.
Oh, I hope they wrestle. Liking the colors here.
Tippy?
I just should have seen like a Vietnam helicopter fade in when that happens.
Tippy in the war.
Charlie! This demeans us both.
Oh. Wow.
This guy's been known to strangle furries. Get out of there.
God, I really want that helicopter photoshopped over his.
I have something to show you.
Oh boy, you're dead.
Oh,
Third
boy,
use of
I
monster
love
powers.
It. That is great selling.
You've got ancient
My best knee.
mummy viruses going through your body now. Touch my boob.
This is worse than I remembered.
And in 1986, you could scream while being touched by somebody, and everyone's just like,
Huh?
ah, what the fuck?
It's a joke in The Wizard.
I'm coming off my high.
Well,
man.
that guy got beat up. This is
He
just
did.
like, that shows you the progress 3 years made.
$20,000.
Where'd they get that
In
money?
'86 money?
Jesus Christ. I think Olympians get less than that.
It's definitely our dog.
Do you love that bolo tie?
It's a great time for eyebrows this decade.
Were they not watching the dog show?
That's why none of this makes
I
sense.
want to say this dog show was rigged, rigged against me the whole time.
What?
We've
They
got to
can-
get to a Stevie Wonder competition.
They can still see you when you put the glasses on.
Not the only ones.
There's a whole lot of tension in this room.
Yeah, you got to figure out your secret talent right now and win the dog show, kid.
Do something, Max.
Said the audience.
Nice.
Spuds McKenzie.
Nice.
Quick cameo.
Just look at all these dog reaction shots.
This is not happening.
All the cool things My Pet Monster could do, going to a dog show.
You shake my dogs and you rattle my cage. It's easy writing songs when you're underage. God, then the sock hop music starts, and it's the 50s again.
Oh my god, this guy's the most pathetic person.
I'll drag him away in a buddy heap.
Can't jump, gets bit on the knee, doesn't bleed, but somehow is critically injured, and is run over by 3 dogs.
3 teacup poodles.
It's a Ford dog stealer they got there. Fit up to 30 dogs in the back. Wow. Oh. Nice.
Yeah, finally something cool happens.
Knew I loved this movie for a reason. Get out of here, Artie Lang.
You can't stop a truck faster than this. Like, it's not that strong. Carl.
Is that him growling or
If
ADR?
they throw food at him, he'll turn it back into a boy.
Drive slower? What do we do?
So
is this car going to drive into a fruit stand? A pile of boxes?
Or nothing.
No, that sounds expensive, Chris. Wow, nice.
Please rip the door off.
Shaky cam here. We're gonna get some real visceral footage.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Nice.
Did you wonder why that truck was so old?
Kill him. Rip him in half. Okay. All right. Delicately.
American made.
I'm gonna show you a real good time. These are the keys to victory.
Gulp.
Yeah, that's going to be a little kid's stomach in
I
like
know.
5 minutes.
When he turns into a kid, please be the next scene in a doctor's office. Well, Timmy, you're gonna die. That key is shredding your intestines.
Also, like, all the other times he turned back into a boy, it wasn't because he ate, right?
No, never.
I mean, anything this movie.
I'm a real cop. A real cop.
No honest. And how about that judge? Sure was nice of him to award Tippy grand prize.
Well, after all, Tippy did win.
So the rich dorks win.
Yeah.
Yep. Status quo
Capitalism
firmly in
wins.
place.
The working man trying to get ahead lost. The Smash Brothers logo in the back there.
Jumping into the ring and rescuing.
Could add my pit monster into Smash. Can we
In
start?
honor of my poodle, I'm gonna let you do me doggy style.
Nice.
Take off the David Byrne jacket.
Why is there romance in a My Pet Monster cartoon? Who?
It's gotta have everything.
Everyone old enough to like to be
Tested so
watching
well.
this in the '80s is like 7 years old and is not even thinking about girls.
Get that squirrel out of the way.
Yeah, but I'm still a monster. No, you're not. You're just a nice kid.
Life is like a.
Whoa! Compliments turn me into a human.
Ow, my stomach!
Oh my God, I'm dying. That one looked painful.
Oh, I can taste a rabbit's foot. What was on that keychain?
So you can change back and forth whenever you want.
That is the most unlikely of child stars. Slightly tubby.
Can he walk a little more dignified with this like? I guess that's the point.
I have a feeling this is the start of a beautiful friendship.
The monster was the friends we.
Helping the helpless. You'd be a superhero. Let Batman do it. I'm hungry.
Batman call out. And Hulk Hogan? This movie's the best. When the moon hits the 18th circle.
Oh, he does change, I think. I swear there's a Stinger style thing of
Really?
of another monster. Something about this is familiar. He's like red, maybe?
Yeah, I'm developing a shitload of theories about how this is created now. I'm gonna do some. Oh, I should really do some better research into this kind of stuff. Start emailing these people. Tell me everything. Who has the suit? Give it to me.
If someone is hungry in front of these statues.
Did he develop Mr. Burns' liver spots on his head?
I am Olmec. Looks really cute now. Paper.
Yeah, let's not actually transform it during this movie.
My Pet Monster will return in the Avengers.
Never.
No, it did seem
You
like
gotta
they're
sit through
trying
this.
to build to a live-action series. Like,
Yeah,
now that
and it's a Nelvana. It's a Canadian joint.
Oh wow.
No. But again, I had not seen many video game parodies at this point either. Shit, I don't even think I had an NES.
Monster Pet.
The Monster Pet.
I am a crappy writer.
Beg your
Allison
pardon.
Cordigan. Sonny Basin Thrasher. Is his last name Thrasher?
The dog better have played himself.
As himself.
Damn it.
This production is not
Character development. Shut up.
What's in these Donkey Kong graphics? This also using this song is just like, what's the song with the word monster in it? Monster Mash? Let's get it. Like,
Also,
There was a straight to video. I was gonna say they should have used this song, but there was a straight to video Flying Purple People Eater
I
movie.
saw that too.
with Neil Patrick Harrison.
Was it?
I think so.
It's so vague. Jesus Christ.
I did watch that a lot too. The 80s were boring. Rather, you had a lot of time because there was no internet and TV went off the air at midnight.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, patrons got first taste. We might put this up on our YouTube. We don't know yet, but we're wrapping up Halloween content. But
I'm
obviously,
Shitty sprite art.
you shouldn't have been watching this if it's any time but
I know.
October.
If you watch this whole thing, I mean, I don't understand.
Say goodbye, monster.
Bye, monster. I'm Grandpa.